Pretty in plants. And have you wondered about putting your Monstera Adansonii, and I'm probably saying that completely wrong, into leca? Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Thank you so much for subscribing and coming to my channel. If you're new here, I'm actually binge making videos. So this is not the norm. I don't normally post every single day, but March is plant month. March and April are the times when you're getting new plants, you're taking your plants out of dirt, putting them into leca, hopefully, or you're just kind of in plant mode. At Christmas, I'm not gonna be doing the 12 days of Christmas because my plants are resting, a lot of them. However, in leca, you'll notice you're getting growth year round, which is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Now let's get to the subject at hand. This one has kind of been an issue for me to the point where when I see people with them in leca and doing well, I'm like, what are they doing? Well, a lot of times in the middle of the night, I have an epiphany. On the Monstera episode, I just briefly went by it. Okay, this is it. And it's hard. There it is, potted. Da, 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 da. Okay. And it came on that tree. That's what they used for a stake. They chopped down a tree and put it on there. So I have repotted it, and I want to talk through the repotting process. Did all plants do well in leca? That's what I've decided. And judging by the growth on the top, these are crazy plants. These plants are aggressive growers. They put out new leaves constantly. And I think I know what the problem is. Do you like my armpit? I think I know what the problem is. Well, you can see, look at this growth. Literally, it will grow feet every month. So it doesn't make sense to me that it wouldn't do well in leca, but my first one, I just struggled with it, and I struggled with it enough to the point where I didn't want it to rot. It was just growing smaller leaves on the top, you know, that whole song and dance. And so I cut it up, I put it into propagation. I'll be teaching a class in a couple of months, and that will be the plant I will be giving away for the class. So that is that. Now, this one was $100 at the nursery. When I saw it, of course I have to have it. Look at it, it's amazing. It came on this log, and it has already attached itself to the log. So the little, it's already kind of grown into the log. If I take it off of the log, it will really stress it out. And when I take it out of dirt, that is another stressor. I did not want to double stress it, so I'm leaving it on the log for now. And I want to quickly comment on my watering. I do not check pH, and I do not flush my plants. And I only do a single teaspoon of nutrient solution per gallon of water. That is all I do. So I'll link the watering episode up above. Okay, so got my sweater on. My tip of the day is if you're struggling or very new to leca, but definitely if you have a plant that's struggling, to put your plant in something clear. This is a new plant. It is a little philodendron, and I put it in a clear plastic cup for little 4-inch pots like this. It's really fun. You can watch the roots grow down. I just do 2 holes in the bottom about this far up. Take a screw and some fire or a nail and melt 2 holes in there. You can also do a diamond drill bit for your drill if you want to do a hole in glass. Now you will grow algae in here if you just leave it out on a shelf, because when the sun or the light hits this water in here, it will grow algae, and the algae will eventually take nutrients away from your plant. However, it's very easy. Put a coffee sleeve on here, or just put it in a cash pot and bam, no algae. So that's my tip of the day. Struggling plant, new to leca, definitely put it in something clear. That really will help you. And I'm using the tip of the day for myself because I have had issues and struggles with Adansonii. And so someone gave me a bunch of these kind of big jars to take to the thrift shop. And I thought, I think I'm gonna use them for plants. So I drilled a hole in the side of the jar. That drill bit will be linked down below. It's a diamond drill bit. And I went ahead and took my Adansonii out of dirt. And this is what I think is wrong. The following thing with Adansoniis is, and growing them in your home is, I think, based on the two Adansoniis I purchased, and they're both pretty large specimens, their roots were not large. And so the Adansonii can look really fluffy and big on the top and have a big price tag. But when you really look at the roots, both times they were tiny, go down. Whether you're in dirt or leca, just go way, way down and accommodate the roots, not all of those big fluffy leaves. That's what I think it is with Adansonii. So I have now, since this is my theory, I've gone ahead and I've taken my big one out of dirt. Just in the last couple of days, I have drilled a hole in the side of a glass jar, and it had a huge log, but the log, the glass jar was kind of heavy, but more than that, I mixed the leca with volcanic pumice, which really secured the log very easily. And so did this much leca on the bottom, filled it with the rest of the way, watered it with just the faucet water, but I allowed the water to kind of pour out of that side hole. And now I can spy on it so I can see the roots. So that's the Adansonii. That's what I did with mine. And I'm sorry I don't have any track record yet on it, but I will keep y'all updated. I'm very hopeful for this plant. That it's such an aggressive grower on the top. I don't think it's humidity. I don't think, I think it's the root size, and growers getting a lot more money if it's in too big of a dirt. Comment down below if you have an Adansonii that you have transferred into leca successfully, or if you have one in dirt that's been successful. I just hear it's just kind of a hard plant for a lot of people, and after seeing the vigorous growth on this one, I've decided I think it's something very simple. I don't think they're hard plants. I think it's something simple that a lot of us are missing. So my guess is the small root size. Hope y'all love this. Comment below. See you later. Bye-bye.
Did you lose it?